Hello everyone, welcome to my second video. This is one I'll be doing alone. As I told you in the first, in the introduction video, I made a video of me going to work, so I'm just gonna show you guys that today. It's Saturday and we have time on our hand. So I will be doing commenting over this video, because the video in itself is not that exciting since it's just me on this going to work. Nothing really exciting happens, so I'm just gonna do some commenting and lead you guys through it. So I hope you'll enjoy this one. And today we have a nice weather, so I think I'll be going out biking a little later today. So come along and we'll see what happens. I'm wearing my Hush Puppies today. Comfy and it's nice. Here is where the magic happens. It's nice. So let's get going. Of course, we start the video of me going to work. So hang on. The sound's very bad, so I'm just gonna make it very low in the video here. So for now, this is the video. So yeah, I will be going soon, I hope. Yeah. Gotta remember the helmet, just for safety. Here you see my hallway. Beautiful outside, right? So I really hate taking the stairs down with my bike, so call the elevator here. And again, beautiful. Surprise, I do not live in a penthouse, but it's okay. It's nice for now. So, now go on the bike. Here we are. And since it's a very long ride, well, not very, very long, but fairly long, I speed up basically all of the video, because otherwise it would take about 50 minutes. And I don't think that any of you guys would actually want to sit here and watch it. If there are anyone who would like to see the video in its entirety, the normal speed, you can, or at least almost normal speed, you can slow down the video here in YouTube to half or a quarter of the speed, and you'll get more, at least, of the speed, or closer to the speed that was originally. So here we speed up a bit more. And I mean, it's a nice place and all, but again, if you want to see something a little more, want to see if it's closer or get a better view of anything, you can always, slow it down. And it's very early in the morning, or fairly early since I'm going to work. I start work at 8:30 in the morning and at 5 in the afternoon. And the place with least people. Not a lot of people walking here or going here, since this is just where people live. So there are very few people actually here, since they all just leave for work. Almost no one going to work here. So little cars, bike here and there, person walking, someone getting lost or whatever. But soon we will get near on a place where there are a lot more people. I'm going through Gothenburg City, not right now, but I will be. I work basically on the other side of Gothenburg City. It's a nice ride to take in the morning. I don't do it every morning, but I try to do it at least once a week, just to keep myself going and not get too lazy and all that. So some of the roads are very bumpy, which you can maybe sense from this video. We just drove on a sort of bumpy road, and the bumpiness results in my camera actually looking down from time to time, so I will be cutting that away, so you don't have to look right down in the asphalt. You can see here my camera just moved down a little bit. Yeah, speeding up, since this is a long straightforward road. Just going and going and going. I try to drive about an average of maybe around 25 kilometers an hour when it's going like this, when the road is fairly flat. And there my camera really looked down, but I didn't realize until a bit later. And people are running ahead of me. So but it's a nice weather, not too warm, kinda comfortable. At least I wouldn't complain. Here we have the beautiful tram of Gothenburg, one of them. And now we speed up again. As I said, it's a long road here, and it's fairly just straightforward. You know, there's no turns or anything. There's a little bending here and there, and there we have the tram again. Beautiful. It's a nice form of public transportation, but it doesn't really have the freedom as biking or, of course, driving a car. But it's okay. I mean, I've been going with it for about 4 years, and it's nice. It's when it's not too many people in it, it's fairly okay. Here we have one of the terminals where they store the trams overnight. Nothing much happening right now. Soon we'll be in the city center, so there there will be happening more there. This video was actually of me the first time I biked to work. On the day that I got my bike, which is a couple of weeks ago, I drove from the bike shop to my work. I wasn't working that day, but I just needed to check out the road or the way, so I would know where to drive, since I've always just gone by tram or by bus. So this is the first time when I'm actually going to work on my bike. And of course I drove home in the afternoon after work, didn't just leave the bike. So now we are actually very much in the city, and here a lot more things happen, a lot more people are driving around, and both on bike and in car. So here, if you wanna get a good tour of part of Gothenburg, slow it down and take a look at the scenery, since it's fairly nice. I mean, here you'll see restaurants and shops and bars and stuff like that. So if you can find this place, and if you're not from Gothenburg, you'll have a short tour here. soon we'll be running into bump. There it's terrible. If you don't see it, you can really, yeah. If you're unlucky, you can hurt yourself. If you are a little unlucky, you can, I don't know, maybe flatten your tire or something if you drive too fast over it, too hard. But it's not very comfortable, at least. Here you see a lot of buses. There's buses all the time almost. Now, again, turn and then straight forward for quite a bit. Now I'm going over to, yeah, Gothenburg Stadium, you can say Ullevi, as it's called. Not that long ago we had a guy named Håkan who was performing there. He was performing 2 days in a weekend, so it was totally full both the days. Unfortunately, a man was killed by a tram that day. It was crazy with all the traffic and all the people on the streets. I wasn't at the concert, but I was at the cinema, which is quite close. And it was right outside there that a man was hit or run over or whatever it was. I don't recall, but he was hit by a tram. But yeah, camera keeps looking down since we have all these, yeah, uneven surfaces to drive over. So it's there's a few cuts here since it's not that interesting to look straight down the road. Pigeons on the road. Here we come to some football fields. I don't think they're used for professional use, but they are. I often see, at least on my way home, there are small, or there are groups with kids playing there. I think they're with a soccer club or football club, depending on what country you're from. Or maybe it's just also schools renting them from time to time. I don't know. Haven't really asked. So here also you can't see it from in the video, but we are driving past, I think it's the central police station. It's fairly big here to the left. Now we can see, yeah, Ullevi, the stadium here, coming up. It's not a huge one, but it's fairly big. I actually don't know how many people it can fit. If it's 40,000-50,000 people, it's fair size for, especially for a city of Gothenburg size. Yeah, now we are way over halfway, but the last few kilometers here have a lot more turns, so that's why it takes some time to drive here. You can't drive that fast. You have to turn, you have to wait for the red lights and all that. But we are way over halfway now. And as you can see, I don't have the patience to wait too long. So if people driving slowly, I mean, I'm not driving really fast, but if they're driving too slow, it's just, you know, it's a bother to wait, since I'm going to work. I'm not out on a stroll or anything here. In the afternoon, though, this passage here is crazy with people. There's so many people just walking as they please, not looking like if there's a bike coming or anything. So here you gotta drive fairly slow in the afternoon. So, but in the morning, it's not that many people. As you could see now, it's nice actually. It's cool. Then you can drive a bit faster. Here on the road it would take only a couple of minutes to get to work, but since I have to drive under the road over to the other side, not here but a little later, it takes quite a bit longer than if you are by car. But it's a nice road, I like it, except if it's raining. I don't like biking in the rain. Never been much of a running in the rain person. Yeah, here we have to wait for the person coming on his bike. It's not room for two up there, I can tell you. And this is a bumpy road as well. I don't know how. I mean, there's no roots from trees and stuff to make it this way, but it is fairly bumpy, so that's why it's a bit shaky here. And again, people everywhere. Now people are waiting for me. That's nice. This road is actually a lot nicer, you know, when you go by bike than if you go by the tram, because the tram just goes where, you know, where people are, obviously, since that is where people usually go, like home or to work or out shopping or anything. But this is a quite nice road. I like it. It's fairly peaceful, even though there are companies and all that here. But now we are closing in on the last 2 or 3 kilometers away from work. It's you have some water down here to the left. Can't really see it, but it's there. Trust me. Now we entering in on a new road, I think you can say. Not this one, but soon we'll be there. It's all fresh, new asphalt and everything. Here you go. There, that's really nice. I think I don't know what they're building here, but at least for now there's a nice way for the bikes, a nice road here. The people living in Gothenburg will know pretty much where I am right now, even if they are not used to biking. This is called the sort of the old part of town, if you translate a little loosely, and they are building a newer part of the old town, it seems. Here, for safety, you should drag your bike, but I ride really slowly, so I haven't been crashing with anyone here yet, as of yet, and I hope I will not at any time. But yeah, I don't know the companies lying here. I think it's like food storage and stuff, food transport, driving under a highway. Here we are closing in. I think this is like the last kilometer now. See a tram driving over us. I remembered wrong here. I shouldn't have turned there, so that's where the indecisiveness came from. As I said, I've only gone this road once, so yeah, a lot of turns, a lot of light signals, and here this one took forever, but cut it off and, you know, just drive. Now green light. a lot of cars on that road, so not always safe to just assume that there's no car coming. This is a fairly quiet place. Very popular if you want to rent it. This can be a long time waiting in the queue if you want to get a place to rent or buy, probably. I think it's very popular to buy as well. And up here, if you look very closely, when I turn here, there's a light signal just for bikes up there. Very indecisive light. Never seen a signal for bikes at least change that fast. Now it's red and it's green now, and then just before I reach it, yellow, and then red here, and then yellow again and green. So very indecisive it seems, but at least it worked for me, so I didn't have to stop and wait again. And here, the big building you come to here to the right is actually part of the building that I work in. So that was it for now. This is my work. It has a lot of other companies as well, but yeah, now you've seen the road to my work. So yeah, thank you all for watching. It was nice. I hope you enjoyed at least some of it. It's, yeah, as I said, the video in itself is not that interesting, but I hope you enjoyed it anyway. Sorry if yeah, went a little in circles with my comments. It's my first time commenting on my own video here, so I hope you enjoyed it nonetheless, and I'll see you all next time. And please do comment, subscribe. I hope you all will do me that favor, at least of commenting. I hope to hear from you. So have a blessed day.